Tonight I'm playing a 5-hour set in the side room to a dance party, so I'm packing a smaller amount of rhythmic dance music and more bringing stuff that can be background to conversation or sitting, and some oddball tracks too. Before packing up, I make sure every record has a label. For recently collected records, I decide what tracks I like, put masking tape on the jacket, and I map it out, A1, A2, B1, B2, and then I measure the beats per minute only for the tracks I like, and that lets me know when I pluck out the record, I know exactly where I'm going with the needle.
I'm also bringing tapes to the event tonight. Before I could afford records, I taught myself how to modify a pitch control into cheap tape decks so that I could record single techno tracks onto individual tapes and learn how to beat match them together the same way that you would for records. Even though I've since collected more records, I still like to bring tapes and records to shows because I can play a lot of music that doesn't exist on vinyl or is too expensive in that format.
Tonight I'm packing 2 record crates, 2 SL1200 turntables, a rack with modified dual tape deck, analog delay, analog spring reverb. I'm also packing a subwoofer because the room I'm playing doesn't have one, and you gotta have a sub. I'm also packing a 3-channel mixer, headphones, and a lot of extension cords and extra cables in case anything fails, which it always does. I like to play unexpected music at parties, things that y'all don't see coming. Punk music was only punk till it got overdone and became an identity cliche. Originally, punk music allowed people to feel free, like they could do anything they wanted, but as soon as the genre became an identity which people felt pressured to subscribe to, it completely lost its freedom. The same thing happens with all genres, including techno. To me, going to a warehouse where techno is being played and playing something people don't expect, like chopping up a Cuban piano record, I think that's more in touch with the original intentions of techno, which are more around escapism and freedom. Today, in dance culture, it takes more than playing just techno to find true freedom and excitement, to feel risk and danger. I like to take chances and risks that I don't see anyone else taking, because to feel free, I need to feel like I'm doing whatever I want, regardless of what's expected of me. process for making tapes includes loading cheap thrift store cassette tape shells with a higher quality Type 2 chromium dioxide tape, which has better high-end response, which I value for a lot of the hi-hat sounds. I unscrew each shell and I use pliers to clip a new length of tape into the plastic reel. After recording the tape, I label the spine and the front so I can see the track name in the tape case and when it's in the tape player. I record tapes to the exact length of the track so that I can look through the clear window in the cassette tape shell and know how much of the track is left before it finishes, which is helpful for knowing when to mix in the next track. I use analog and physical formats only, which requires more time and labor to acquire and organize. It also takes a lot more skill to play these mediums, and the equipment is more likely to break, and it almost always does. I've made this decision because it connects with my entry point into music, which began when I had no money and was living in a cargo van. I didn't have access to all the expensive digital equipment. I didn't really care for it either. So I started with tapes, which are cheap. Even when I got into records, I only bought dollar bin records and found that it was still possible to move dance floors. You just gotta be good at mixing. It's simple. I also feel like time and labor is a ritual sacrifice of love and passion. Even when shortcuts are available, I still value the extremity of playing tapes and records because it holds a different energy and a presence in a room. That time and the labor and the love, it can be felt by just seeing the unique modified equipment, the handwritten labels, the stickers, the dirt, the personality. When I touch and interact with these objects, I enjoy it so much more than any other format. I find something so poetic about an extremely loud throbbing room with sweaty bodies, all orbiting around this extremely delicate turntable needle, which has a diamond tip. In ways, it's a metaphor for life. It's so incredibly powerful, but so delicate.